So let's go on to the my signature style. Now it's crinkly right here because I actually did a braid out on the part of my hair that I knew was going to hang in my face. Okay, I wanted to do something different. I didn't want it straight. So let me fix this mirror here behind me. So what I'm going to do is the area that I don't want in my actual pinup, which is a side area here, I'm just going to put this part right here in a rubber band so that it's separate. Get them. That way I know not to include that part in my retwist. And it can be like loosely done. The fun part about lock styles, we don't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? All we care about is, can we pin the locks up without the stragglers hanging out? That's all we really care about, okay? So if your line is not perfect, who cares? If your part is not perfect, who cares? The style is just gonna be just as cute. There's so many variations to it. And the interesting thing is, every time I do this style, it's never done the exact same way, ever, okay? But the concept is a basket weave in the back and getting it up to this part and making it do what it do when it gets up to this part, okay? So what I'm gonna do is just get a little bit of African oil in my hand, a few drops, because my locks feel a little dry. Mama hasn't been caring for them like I should be, you know, but life lessons. Get a little bit more. Gonna apply to the back and to the side. Someone asked me also, how do you know if your locks are dry? If they feel brittle and look dusty and dingy, they're probably dry. Either they're dry or they're dirty or they need a wash or they need some type of va-va-voom to liven them up a little bit, okay? So, you do need a couple of bobby pins for this style, depending on how perfect you want your style to stay in place. But what I use, the bobby pins that I use, are a variation between the huge 3-inch bobby pins that are open. I don't use the closed one for anything. But yeah, just get, let's say 3 or 4 of those, or you can also get the 1-inch ones. These ones I found to not be as sturdy, whereas the 3-inch ones are really heavy and you can push that through all of that hair, because locks are thick. You know, we have to try to work on whatever we can to pull those locks up. I try to do this as best I can on camera. I have not done this style with the camera that I record on, which is a camcorder. A lot of you ask as well. It's a JVC Everio. Not the best, but if you want to know details, we'll discuss it off camera, okay? So, I'm gonna turn around here. Y'all can't let me know if I go out of camera, so just work with a sister, all right? So what I'm going to do here is you're going to place your fingers in here and grab your bottom row of locks. And you pull one side to the side, you pull the next one so that it's in a crisscross motion. Holding the hair in place, you grab some more from the other side. Crisscross it over what you already have in place. Take more from the other side. Crisscross it with what you have in place. And you should start to see your free form here. Got that? Should I zoom in some? I don't know. I don't put in pins every single step that I go. But as I get towards the top, I will stick a pin in there. So that's what I'm going to take bobby pin number 1, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to stick it in here to secure it. That way I know it's tight. Okay? If that made sense. And again, I don't know if you guys can see this. I hope you can. I'm only turning around for the purpose of this video, but it's the same concept all the way up. So you're taking the remainder of the hair, you're pulling it over. You're taking the remainder of your hair on this side and you're pulling it over until you reach the top. Until you reach the top. Stop. Until you reach the top here. And that way you can put in another bobby pin right there in the top. Now, this is the part that I usually always, 9 times out of 10, have an issue with. And that is, how am I going to get the hair in the top to make it do what it do? And here, my friends, my fellow lockies, trial and error, okay? The fun part about this signature, my signature style, is that it doesn't matter to me how this goes, because the way that it's secured and then the hair that I leave out aids for a more edgy look anyway. So it really doesn't matter to me, but you can kind of gently twist it and pin it in place if you like. And if any of you guys are trying out this style, please do a lock video and attach it to this. I'll approve it and it'll be posted so that someone else, depending on whatever your length is, other people can see the variations for this style as well, okay? So, again, as we move to the top part, there's no rhyme or reason to how I do the top. None whatsoever. 9 times out of 10, that will be good enough for me. I know it looks crazy, but 9 out of 10 for me, that's good. So what I do is just pull off this piece right here, format it and get it all to do something and try to just mesh it in there, and that's a wrap for me. Alright, and playing with the sides of it, and you're good to go. So that is roughly how I do my signature style. Whenever you guys see me on cam, that's roughly how I do it. And again, it's just gonna take some playing with. Let me do it, because this is my touch-up style. I'm just gonna take my brush, a soft brush, make sure I get those, you know, those beady bees in the back, make it blend a little bit better. And this, my friends, concludes Koko's signature 360 on my look. Here's the front, here's the side, and I hope I can get this in camera. The back to the side, and hopefully I stayed in view. I don't know why I always seem to get out of view, so let's do 360 this way. And that's it to the style. So again, I apologize for staying away from you guys so very long. And I'll have put pictures of the finished hairstyle, a more updated updo for my signature look. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye.